Happy coffee chat. Today we are talking about our 3-year anniversary and a great way to kick off our new series of every couple of Mondays I'm going to come here with a drink in hand and we're just gonna chit chat. Today I'm talking about what happened when I clicked post here, uploaded a video, and started my journey of balance while blooming, who have become what I expected, what I used to believe in, and how you guys have actually changed my life. Not only have I pivoted, changed, and evolved, but I also have purpose, passion, and fulfillment. And I honestly want you to take this as a sign to know that I'm sitting down today to reflect on who I was, where I thought I'd be when I started this, and where I'm at today, kind of this evolution, and really what I used to believe and why this community has changed me throughout these lessons that I've learned over the last 3 years, and then just honestly what's going to come next for Balance While Blooming. And I hope that you guys come along on this journey. If you are new here, my name is Bridget. I'm the creator and founder of Balance While Blooming. I'm 27 years old. I'm a wife and a stepmom, and let's go down memory lane. Let's talk about it. And we are going to dive deep into everything Balance While Blooming, all the wins, the losses, the beliefs, the thoughts, and everything in between. Because the day that I clicked upload and let that be public was the day that changed my life. Now, of course, I'm not where I want to be yet. We're all on our unique journey, on our unique path, and that's why I want you to join this community. We are all different, we are all unique, and I'm here to inspire, support, and hold you accountable here and over on Instagram as you like this video and subscribe to see more. 3 years ago, let's throw it back to when I was almost 25 years old. I just got married. I just graduated college with a business degree, and I knew that I had it all figured out based off the normal societal plan. I had just gotten married. I started a new career a couple years before, and everything felt good externally from how other people saw me. But on our honeymoon, I was talking to my husband and I said enough is enough. There was something that was still making me feel lost. I didn't know at the time that it was because I wasn't fulfilled and I didn't have something for myself or something bigger, or I wasn't chasing my dreams. But I was like, I'm gonna start this today. I've been talking about starting a YouTube channel, and today's the day. I've been posting on Instagram on a different platform, on a different account for a while, and I was having fun with it. Why not have fun with it? Start posting and just go all in, not give up, and see what this transformation and process can be. I knew that I needed a new passion, a new hobby, and why not create a community to do that? And I had to see if there was more people who felt like me. I had to know if there was people who just felt lost, confused, and knew that there had to be more out of life, even though you still felt happy and successful in your own way, and knowing that it was all working out, but there had to be more. That fulfillment, that joy, that happiness within that just lightened you up every single day. So what I thought I was building with this channel was that I was just gonna help others. I was gonna talk, give tips, give tricks, help others rediscover, kind of share some of my story of who I was and who I wanted to be. I was like, okay, I'm a good planner, I'm a good organizer within reason of habits, systems, routines, and I could just help people create their own success. I will have joy out of that. And I had no idea that I was creating a system that would transform my life. And that's the Believe to Become system, where now I get to talk about belief, where I get to talk about my capabilities, my overall self-worth, my mindset. And then we go into building, where it's plans, routines, habits, goal setting, and creating an alter ego, that best self. And then I was like, wait, we still need to talk about balance and blooming. So we had to talk about the priorities, the boundaries, the areas of life, and bring in that personal development, stepping into your power, stepping out of my comfort zone. All of that was still in there, but there had to be this final chapter where I was becoming my best self one level at a time, and that I was achieving that success and fulfillment and joy one step at a time. So we created the Believe to Become system. This pivot was never supposed to be created. It was actually bloomed throughout this channel throughout time. And I may not be where I thought I would be in 3 years, but let me tell you, I am no longer sitting back and waiting ever again, because even 3 years in, I can tell you that the steps I've made, the growth, the personal development, the joy, the fulfillment is all worth it. And it's all because I shifted my mindset about some really strong beliefs that I had, such as every setback was failing me. I would quit so easily. And now I'm like, okay, every challenge I have, every obstacle, how can I pivot that? How can I learn from it? How can I get more knowledge, skills, or power and growth so that it can help me in the future next time? How can I overcome this one step further? And as long as I do it throughout my journey, who can judge me for that? I am still going, I'm still pursuing, I'm still going on my journey. Nobody can judge me for how I'm showing up as long as I keep moving the needle and keep trying again and again, and that nobody can really judge me unless I quit and give up on myself. And the same thing with that is that you'll be happy throughout the process. It's not when will I be happy? When will I feel that fulfillment? When will I have that success? Well, think about the success, this overall big dream life, and break it down into different chapters of your life and enjoy the moment of when you hit those small chapters, because you're never going to be her again. And you need to really, as much as you're productive, you need to know that your value and your action is worth celebrating, and that the productivity doesn't always equal your worth. So putting these all together, of course you have to fail, because you don't know it all. You have to learn along the way, and then you have to take the action and be happy as you go through the journey. What are the steps you can take? How can you celebrate your wins? Where have you already succeeded? And where can you take a step back and be like, I need to schedule in some rest to not only enjoy the moment, but live in this time, in this season of life, and enjoy and not always be all in. And I'm kind of in that season right now, but honestly, this community is more than just you following over on Instagram or subscribing on YouTube. It's about the messages I receive, where not only do you guys tell me that I'm inspiring you or supporting you, but it's accountability going both ways. You check in with me, I check in with you, and we get to share our journeys. So success stories are not something to feel like we're judging each other or on this race. No, we're all on our own path, on our own journey, and we each get to watch each other believe to become in our own individual journeys and get to have that success, that happiness, and that joy for each other, because the more that I'm talking to you, the more we get to connect together here, and especially in my DMs over on Instagram, I get to see that I have not only evolved, but the believe to become system is helping more than just myself, but helping others. I want to share how the believe to become system is kind of broken down, and how I've created this system that can actually teach you a lot throughout the journey, and how I'm taking this into the next chapter of my life through the Thrive to 30 journey. So let's talk about the believe to become system. How did this come together, and what does it actually mean when I say believe to become? So if you've been here since day one, since June of 2023, you know that we were talking mostly about balancing and blooming. And what that was goal setting, mindset, and really just showing up for the ways that you would hold yourself back. Now, believe to become has really developed into the biggest lesson of my last 3 years of that life is not just balancing it all and having it all figured out and then you get to take action and bloom. No, there's multiple steps, there's multiple seasons, there's multiple chapters, and each chapter you need to go through a journey. And this journey was built with time, energy, and just living life. And now I get to share it with you. So when I say believing, it's about believing in myself, my confidence, my true self. But it also means that nothing is out of reach. My dreams can be anything and everything as long as you believe that you are capable of achieving, that you know that you're smart enough, you're worthy enough, and that you're able to achieve success. And believing that if you don't feel like you have all of those already, that you have the ability to figure it out. Now, believing is all about that mindset and knowing who you are, rediscovering yourself, and understanding that you need to expand from within. You need to believe from within and start with who you are. But then we get to build. This is when it starts to become a reality. We start to have that foundation of who we want to be. And that's all about our goals, habits, systems, and creating an overall alter ego. It's really breaking down those dreams into tangible goals that lets us plan and track those habits and systems by being intentional and acting like her. And how do we act like her? Well, we need to know who she is. Who is that alter ego? Who is this person that you want to embody? Who do you want to become? And how can you show up as her and be her every single day, one step at a time? Now, balance has changed a lot throughout this community, but I think a big part of it is the priorities and boundaries that you set and the areas of life. We've been talking about areas of life forever. I had 12 at the beginning. I believe I have 8 to 10 now, depending on the chapter of my life. But your areas of life are your categories, and you break them down into sections and assign every goal, habit, or system into that area of life where you get to balance it all. Now, to actually succeed and have that balance in life where you feel like you can have it all figured out is those priorities and boundaries. Your priorities are all about planning with intention, knowing the level of importance in this season of life, and staying focused when necessary with your actions. Your boundaries is when you say no, you let go and have hard conversations that best fit you, your situation, and who you want to become. It's not meant to push people away or seclude yourself, but it is about you taking authority of what matters now, what you're going to tolerate, and what you actually want to do in your life. And that is a big part of letting yourself bloom into this person by being intentional, stepping out of your comfort zone and taking action. Taking action is all about moving the needle, doing the work, and learning as you go. But that means you have to be intentional, follow your heart, lead with purpose, and find your passions. We don't want to just live this mundane life. We don't want to just take it day by day and not have a reasoning or intention behind it. And you want to step out of your comfort zone, take those risks, do the hard things, and step into your power to embrace the unknown. And over time, you're going to become throughout the journey. It's important that you know that you can find that balance again of being your best self, to leveling up one step at a time, but also enjoying the moment as you get through every chapter. You will never have this moment again. You will never have this season of life again. You may not be at the end goal, but you have to have the gratitude for it every step of the way. Being your best self is just celebrating who you are today, what your wins are, and not missing out on being grateful, understanding this chapter and understanding how far you've come and having that reflection time and leveling up one step at a time. Let's not rush the process. Let's take this on our own timeline, on our own path, and take it one day at a time. As long as you keep showing up one day at a time, I have no complaints here. You are going to become. Okay, so all that being said, where am I gonna take the next year? Well, if you are new here, you probably don't know I'm on a Thrive to 30 journey. This started December 31st, 2025, and I am about 165 days in from when I'm recording this, and it's becoming my best self before I'm 30, and I'm changing every area of life. I'm leveling up. I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I am showing up for the person I want to be. And in this first 250 days, it's really the foundation of understanding who I am, understanding who I want to be, and how I'm going to get there. And just kind of figuring out who I am, how I work, and reanalyzing and going all in on life for that foundation period. Right now in summer of 2026, if this is when you're finding this, I am in my balanced rest of the year. I just posted my 6-month plan where I'm taking themes into every single month to achieve my goals, stay on track, but also having rest months and go months where I am finding that balance of go, go, go and resting when we have busy seasons for other areas of life. Every aspect of life is about finding purpose right now, being intentional, and really embracing the belief to become more than ever before. So this was more than just me explaining what's happening, selling my belief to become a story and sharing who I was, but it's really about knowing that not everything has been perfect. I have been figuring it out as I go, but we get to grow together. I am so grateful for you. I am so excited for what is to come. I cannot wait to see where we go in the future and how far we've already come in the last 3 years. And it's all about thriving, becoming, and whatever comes next, I'm here for it. I'm going to be here every step of the way. This is our new every once in a while Monday coffee chat for my blooming besties, where we just really dive into life, what is happening, and just getting really chit-chatty about things, especially in our late 20s going into our early 30s. I feel like I'm really in this transformational period where I just want to talk about things that are happening and have conversations with you. I also post here every Friday, so subscribe for that. We mix in the Thrive to 30, explaining every single aspect of Thrive to 30, but also just share mindset, productivity, and so much more. Of course, the Believe to Become system is always in every single video because that is the foundation here. But let me tell you, you guys are my foundation, you guys are my core, and you are the reason I show up every single day. So I'm really grateful for you, for being part of this journey, for watching along, and I'm excited to keep inspiring each other, holding each other accountable, and supporting one another in the conversations that I have. I'm really excited for what is next for not only myself, but everyone in this community. I hope that you can tell me when you found me, when in the last 3 years, or if you're new. I cannot wait to go on this journey with you and just keep believing, building, balancing, blooming, and becoming. And I'm so grateful for you guys for the last 3 years. Thank you so much. I love sitting down, having a chit chat with you guys, and just talking about life. What should we talk about in our next coffee chat? How can we get to know each other a little bit more than outside of the personal development, outside of the stories, and more about our journeys and supporting and holding each other accountable. We have more than 3 more years to go. We have a whole lifetime to keep showing up as much as possible, being our most productive self, and becoming our best. I hope you got some tea. I hope you got some more insight on what has happened in the last 3 years, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys in the next coffee chat. And I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.